If you've ever suffered from neck and shoulder pain, you know it can be debilitating. So today, a treatment that can decrease pain and discomfort. Stacy Roberts is the owner of New You Health and Wellness, where this advanced SoftWave technology is offering pain relief. She is joined by her patient, Linda Walsh. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Molly.
Good to see you too. And Linda, I want to start by asking you, how long were you having neck and shoulder pain before you visited Stacy?
I started having terrible neck tightness and shoulder pain for many months, probably at least 6 months.
That's a long time to have pain like that. How is it affecting your life? I'm interested in knowing if it caused sleep problems for you or just getting things done as you normally would throughout the day.
Yeah, I think the sleep was the hardest part. I had troubles falling asleep because I couldn't get into a comfortable position. I couldn't turn my head on either side when I was sleeping because of the pain that I was feeling. I also had trouble at work, like sitting at my desk all day, typing on the computer. I just had constant pain, throbbing, and the tightness was really bad.
Yeah, I feel like with things like that, chronic pain, it's just no way to live. How long, so you started these treatments, how long was it before you noticed relief?
Well, this is pretty amazing. I had my first treatment, and 2 days after the very first treatment, I was able to sleep comfortably and also work well. So the pain was eliminated right away.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was amazing.
Did you think after suffering for that long that you could actually be pain-free?
I didn't, because I tried several other things. I had deep tissue massage. I would try to rearrange my work desk, try to eliminate it, doing yoga, doing exercises, and coming to New You, I thought it would take, several treatments, if anything at all. And it was the best thing ever when I could turn on my side and sleep after 2 days after the very first treatment. It was amazing.
Good for you, Linda. Amazing to think after just one treatment. And Stacy, I wonder how often you hear this from people, that they're frustrated with trying lots of different things, maybe even lots of different therapies and treatments, trying to get some relief before they see you.
Absolutely. That's really where this technology shines. When everything else conventionally isn't working, this technology, the SoftWave technology, which is a form of shockwave, gets deeper than most modalities can get in other more conventional treatments. So it's very, very common. And we don't see this happen every single time, one treatment and they're done. I was even amazed at that when Linda talked ahead of time. We talked about it probably will be about 3 or 4 treatments. Yeah. So that's normally what we see where people get significant relief. But yeah, it's very common with chronic pain to be suffering for that long and just be frustrated that there's nothing out there when there actually are some really good modalities like our SoftWave technology.
So tell us, so it's called SoftWave technology. How does it help joints and muscles?
Sure. So here, this applicator is how it's applied. So basically there's a type of shock wave that comes through the applicator. It's applied to the skin, and once it gets to the skin, it goes deep into the tissues to either, if it's a muscle, like in Linda's case, she had some muscle tightness and some joint issues. So we were able to get more blood flow to the muscle to relax that muscle. And then we were able to get into in between the joints, so that when I did my manual therapy, I was able to correct the issues with her joints more easily than I would have without utilizing the technology of shockwave.
When you use a word like shockwave, I think people are going to think, and especially if it gets deep into the tissue, the muscles, they're going to say, does it hurt?
Exactly. Great question, Linda.
Yeah, well, I can answer that. It definitely doesn't hurt. And Stacy was really good saying, say 1 from 10, what's your pain level? And mine was always a 1. Most of the time, I didn't really feel anything. But the good thing is that if you felt a little bit of discomfort, you knew that it was working because it could find the part in your body that's inflamed. And so definitely on my very tightness part, the machine does this little clicking, and I could feel a little discomfort, but it still was a 1 pain level. And then I knew that it was at least finding something to work at. So
Yeah,
I don't know if
exactly.
those are the right terms, Stacey.
Yeah,
but-
absolutely. Yeah, and a lot of people have a sensitivity that's somewhere between 3 and 6, but they're always in control. If it's too much, I turn it down. If it's not enough, they tell me to turn it up. I turn it up. So the person that's being treated is always the one in control.
That's fantastic. We're running out of time, but I just want to know really quickly, are there other tools in your toolbox that you can use if maybe the SoftWave technology, you make strides with it, but there's still maybe more? Are there other things you can try?
Absolutely. So we do manual therapy, like I talked about. So that's SoftWave allows me to do the manual therapy more effectively. That's basically putting my hands on the person, getting into the muscle or addressing the joint issue that they have. We have other modalities that we can utilize as well too, but usually it's the shockwave or SoftWave and the manual therapy, plus then some exercises to help with stability and addressing any triggers that might be causing the pain. We address those, and that's usually what helps people get the long-term relief.
That's so great. Linda, I'm excited for you. Congratulations on being pain-free. Stacey, it's always great talking to you. Thank you so much for sharing more on this therapy.
Thank you so much.
See ya.
Absolutely.
Bye.
Bye. And Stacey is offering a $99 introductory session, which includes a consult, evaluation, and abbreviated treatment. She also offers free 15-minute phone consultations. You can call her at 414-299-8121 or visit the website. It's newuhealthandwellness.com.